Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. There we go. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the stream here. I certainly hope you guys are doing great today. Because for what this week's turned out to be, I'm not doing too awful bad, but still can be doing better. But today we are streaming again today. We're streaming back into some Evil Genius, as we have been for Mandatory Fun March, getting ready for Evil Genius 2 to come out. I'm excited for that. Actually, I already have the game pulled up as well. I did play a little bit off stream, just to set up a few things for the stream today. And I'll go into that here in just a moment. You can actually hear the great soundtrack by I think it's James. Is it James Me? Let me look it up. I thought it was James something. Also realized that my screens are not correct. I actually have two screens here that I usually keep. One with the moderator stuff on, stuff like that. James Hannigan. I knew it was James something. But there we go. And let's make sure that all is ready to go. Looks like it is. So let's go ahead and pop over to the game here. One of the nice things about not having to switch games is that everything else is already set up for us. So let's pop into the game here. As you can see, it does look a little bit different. So what I did is I didn't do any Acts of Infamy. I figured that would be something we would only do on stream. You know, I want to keep that to there. But I did go out and start gathering some money. We do have a good little stockpile now. I know we had a little issue with money last stream. I did go ahead and actually fill out the barracks with all the lockers that, well, it can hold for right now. I also added just a few more control panels to this side so that we can get a little bit more information. But other than that, I really didn't do much else. Besides one thing, I did increase our minion force quite a bit. We're at 51 currently out of the 60 we can have, mostly in the guard section, but I did increase all these from, I think we had 6 of each, now we have 10 of each of these guys. These went from 8 to 16, so I've doubled them. And the reason I did that is out here in the world, I actually have been stealing with all these guys, and it seems like it's going pretty well. So far we get, we had a agent of justice out there where we get about $8,000 every minute. We've had a few guys out here just doing some plotting around the world, just to see if we can get some more acts of infamy found out. We did find a couple. Let's see, a couple of the bases we found last time. I did find a couple here in Australia and one in Antarctica. That's actually the caveman. That's actually a very good one to get. But today we actually wanted to get this one done. And we were ready. I think we were ready to pretty much do that. So let's go ahead, and since I already have all these people out here, it's kind of the plan the first time, is that we can go ahead and just take everybody off of here. Hey, you know what? Let's actually only let's steal 5 from here, and we'll have these guys transfer over there. So we'll look at these 5 guys, and we'll move them over here. This is one of the reasons I wanted to increase the minion force that was out here, because I can then do Acts of Infamy and keep stealing, and I have all the things I want. Because right now we can actually cut the mission time in half. We actually cut the heat from 10 to 2, and yeah, and we have plenty of guards. So let's go ahead and get that started today. And we're only losing about $1,000 a minute, so that's not too terrible than what we were doing. We're going to get rid of those guys. For some reason, they love to wander in here. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, they always wander in here. It does... well, it's like at one point, I still do have my Evil Genius still here. At one time, I was like, ooh, that's not ideal for him to be standing right where all these agents are walking in. Ooh, we lost 3 people already? Holy cow. I think the other thing I did that I didn't mention, I did add 2 more punching bags just to help train guards faster. Because it seemed like everything else was going pretty smoothly. However, that one seemed to take a little while just to train up enough guards, especially we have so many of them. And in theory, once we get a lot of them going, we will lose a lot of them. So today's goal, I want to try to get through, right here. I'd like to get through Head of the Underworld today, which, if I'm not mistaken, we have to do this one. It'll complete the first 3. One guy will come to our island and drop his guys off, which should be the next one. The 5th guy, we might need to get some more notoriety. So in that case, I think we have to get to, I can't remember, 80 or 100 notoriety. Probably should look that up. But, so that's when we're going to start doing some acts of infamy. I feel like we can probably steal this today. It's a pretty simple one, as well as the space mirror here. I think that'd be a good ones to start out with. That one probably wouldn't be bad because we only need 10 guards for that one. We sent a couple technicians and some valets with them. We should be okay there. Earplug, that'll be pretty easy as well. And we're going to go ahead and drop the 2 guards and the 4 valets back over here. As we keep stealing, the technician can come back. But now you see here, Nikita Lenovo, which is a different story. The notorious butcher of St. Petersburg has arrived on your very island, but he's refusing to acknowledge your authority. A good battering in the mess. I forgot about this one. So, the next thing we have to do is we have to actually capture somebody. So the guy I'm thinking of must be next then. Someone's about to arrive at our island. I don't know if he arrives by helicopter or if he arrives by boat. Because that's the guy we just captured. But we gotta find this guy. It's a tourist. That is the guy we just captured. Well, captured. We persuaded him to come to our island through force. I don't know where the guy's at. He might not have spawned yet, which is fair. Go ahead and attack him for extermination. So far, we haven't had too many attacks. I mean, we had a couple like 4 or 5 people, groups, but nothing like it would be too crazy to actually defend off at all. So it's not terrible at all. So we got rid of that person. I'm still looking for that one guy that's supposed to pop up. There he is. That is him. And so let's go ahead and have our loyal servant Jubei. Go ahead and capture him. You should have no problem capturing him. So there we go. And so when they say, so that we got the first part done, so he's been captured. Problem is we need to interrogate him, kind of mix. They say mix him. I think he said wrong. A good battering in the mess hall counter's big mixing bowl should bring him around to your way of thinking. This is the mission I was thinking of, to where we actually have to interrogate this guy with this mixer. Kind of fun. Go. So it'll be a pretty easy one to complete once we get him in there. So let's start looking at some other acts of infamy while we kind of let our guards stuff like that replenish. Actually, you know what? We can actually turn this up just a little bit. We'll get a guy. We'll spend $2,000 every 10 seconds. So we don't really, we need 4 people. So it's not terrible. No optional objectives yet, which I'm kind of surprised at, but alright. So what do we want to do first? It's a 5 notoriety. That's a pretty simple one to do. That one's going to take a few resources. What we could do, send 3 workers and 3 technicians out there to do this mission. We'll send our guards. You know what? Let's send 4 technicians because that'll help reduce that time. We can send our guards and our valets from down here, and that should help cool it down just a little bit. We can also send to steal this one. We can actually send 3 of our workers and a technician there, which I think we might be able to take some of them from here, drop them off over there. I think we also try to get both vases this time. I don't think we got them last time, but wouldn't be bad. Something like that would be kind of cool. Trying to get that one. This one, I think that's not too bad. It's just a couple of workers. That's just a guard. That one we might be able to complete real quick. It's only 5 notoriety, but that's a real simple one we can do. How long does that take? It's a minute. And this one, I need 5 workers, but also it's a minute. Something like that. We can get it like maybe like 8 workers that's out there running around doing those two. Now, granted, both of those are in Smash territory. That might be a little difficult to do. We might get a few or a little too much heat on us. But you know, I think we'll be okay. So that guy should be in jail by now. He is. Cool. Let's go ahead and interrogate him. We'll interrogate him in the mixing bowl. Got some more coffee today. I didn't wake up as early as I did on Wednesday, but yeah, like yesterday was not a fun day. I'll tell you that right now. Or Wednesday night and Thursday. This has been a little bit of a rough week for me. I'll be honest with you. There's some news about some family members that came, or not. It was health of a family member is not great right now. That I'm pretty close to, which kind of sucks. But we only do the kind of the preliminary stuff, and so I don't want to say too much about it. But it stinks. And then this one I don't mind telling. So I was on my way home yesterday, and I do a factory visit every Thursday, and was on my way home. It's about an hour drive, give or take, from where the factory is to where I live at. And I was cruising down the highway, everything going good, and all of a sudden, maybe about 2 miles from my exit, all the traffic just, dead stopped. I'm like, this absolutely stinks. I don't know what's going on. And so we go in there, and we're like, I'm traveling along, and at this point, it would take me about 20 minutes to get home. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe it's just a car accident. They only have 1 lane blocked or whatever. Well, I could have got off. Pretty much they stopped right before the exit before mine. Like, okay, well, might go ahead and get off there, but I'm like, man, there's like literally a mile of traffic trying to get off there. You know what? Let's go ahead and transfer all these guys over to Australia while they're out here. Couldn't figure out why this traffic was backed up. I also get the correct workers here. Need 3 more. So I couldn't figure out why, and as I got closer to my exit, you gotta remember, for a journey it's a 2 mile journey, take about 2 or 3 minutes. Now I'm here 45 minutes trying to figure out what's going on, and there's just this white smoke that has been billowing out of something. As I got closer to my exit, number one, I realized that the exit's actually closed. I'm like, well, this kind of sucks, but all right. I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I don't know if it's a very common thing in your area. I know in my area it's actually pretty common. They actually build these prefabbed house pieces, maybe not houses, but like offices or something like that. And they use some of the specialized semis to carry them down the highway. Well, it looked like one of them that actually was on its delivery route, or being delivered, and it had actually caught fire in the middle of the highway. How that happened, don't really know, but it did, and I was stuck behind it. And so I had to go take a detour, which took a little bit of a while. I'm not going to say it didn't. So what essentially became an hour journey became a 2-hour journey, a little over 2 hours. And I was stuck in my Jeep for the entire time. Don't get me wrong, my Jeep's nice, but after 2 hours of sitting in the same spot, it's not ideal, I'll be honest with you. So, looks like we got our people there. Let's go ahead and start that mission. Figured this might be a quick boom, boom, boom. We'll get a couple out of the way. And we're up to 36. We'll be over 40 once we get this one done, though, so that'll be not too bad. But yeah, it's been a rough couple of days for me. And you know, I'll make it through, but it's still not ideal, I'll be honest with you. But right now we're playing some Evil Genius. We're having a little fun. This is one of my favorite things to do in the game. I remember when I first did this mission, like ages and ages ago. I had no idea how to do it, but now that I knew you could use that as an interrogation device, it's pretty funny. Didn't lose too many people on that either, which I was kind of surprised at. There was another one. What's this one? Oh, we need 9 workers for that one. Do we want to just do this one? Well, we don't have enough workers. But we'll go grab one more and just get this one done. And let's also grab 3 more valets because the heat is a little high on this one. So we can actually try to get that done. I love how like people just go about their day like nothing's happening and somebody getting interrogated in the background. Yikes. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? We got some more infiltrators and things like that at the door. I mean, they will be gotten rid of here in a second. Also today, I think I want to go ahead and try to get all of our workers and things like that. Some weapons. We do have the rifle cabinet, which is for our guards. And we do have our handgun cabinet, which is for our workers. Now, here's the thing, and this is what kind of bugs me, and something that I've yet to figure out how to fix or anything like that. I do like having... I need to move this. Let's actually move it to this area right here. For some reason, as to why I don't know, but the only way you can actually give your minions guns and tell them to equip their weapons is to actually have them go on yellow alert. And that kind of bugs me a little bit. Because it's like just, I don't know, it kind of irks me because it's like they have, well, number one, the only thing that really irks me about it, I don't care if it's on yellow alert or whatever, but what bugs me is that there's a siren that goes off with it. It keeps going constantly for the rest of the game. And it's like, I really don't want to hear that. You know, it does get, you kind of ignore it after a while. It kind of dies down, but it's still there. So yeah, it can be a little annoying. But we do have our next guy ready to go. So we should be able to get our next mission for whatever villain it is. There it is. So what do we got now? Ah, okay. So this one... we have to get enough notoriety to actually find this guy. So this one we actually have to... I can't remember which one... So the next one should be the guy I'm thinking of, which actually brings all the people to your island. So now we actually need to start doing Acts of Infamy, which is fine. I'm going to pull up the guide over here. Evil Genius 1 walk through. Here we go. So we need to have about 75 notoriety. So we need to do some Acts of Infamy there. At 75 notoriety, start looking for Nigel in North Africa / Middle East, where you'll soon catch up with him. Then you just gotta do that. Okay. Okay. That one's pretty simple. I just can't remember how much notoriety we actually needed. Yeah, hold on. First off, I need to figure that out. I need to actually reorganize this a little bit. Number one, I need to go back over here so I can see the chat if anybody wants to chat. I've got that pulled up here. But I also just need to make sure I've got the game guide going here. What I did see, though, and what kind of concerns me, is that there's people in the base. Those are just burglars, so it's not like it's a huge thing, but my evil genius is standing right there. But I actually have people just walk through here, like Forces of Justice walk through there, and they just don't, why did I leave the guy there? And they just ignore my my guy. Like, alright, well, that's happens. Alright, so let's do this last mission right this second here. And then we'll go back to do some stealing, or maybe we can move to somewhere else and try to do an act of infamy. What do we got here? That might be something we can do. We've got, if we don't lose a worker or a technician, we have enough to do that one as well. That'll give us over 50. We can let the heat die down this area a little bit, because this is the area right here where we actually have to. I don't think we have quite the people now. No, we don't. So we don't have we do have the 3 spare technicians, so we can do that. Two, 1, 2, 3. Let's get these guys out of there. There we go. So now we do have 2 more workers coming to that region, so I'm bringing it up to 5. We have 1 more technician. Let's also bring 2 more valets and 2 more guards. And this is kind of the nice thing about once you get kind of settled into the game, is that if you have enough resources, you can just keep cranking out minions, and while they steal, you can kind of just keep going. The problem is the heat is a little high right now in Smash territory, so I do want to get that calmed down a little bit. Pretty much the only other place we have heat, well, we have a little bit of heat in America, but it's calming down quite a bit. And a little bit in Saber, because we did that mission in Australia. But that is no big deal. But you can see here that our minions do take a bit of a beating when we start doing missions like this. We gotta be a little careful. We don't have too many agents roaming around right now, but that's the reason I keep Jubei. Usually Jubei can take care of most of the stuff that's going to be thrown at us kind of early. So I'm not too concerned with that. We need to steal this vase. We need 9 workers. We need 2 workers, 2 valets, and a technician. That actually might not be a bad one to steal next. That only gives us 5 notoriety, though. So this will get us to, what, 51? This will get us to 56. We need to 75. Let's see here. That'll get us to 61. This will actually get us to 71. So we're probably getting close on what we need. This one we can do. I think we have enough acts of infamy out here that we can do enough. We just got to worry about the heat just a little bit. But I think if we do this one, so that gives 5, 10, that one's 20. So 66, 71. Oop, I just clicked off the screen there. Oops. And then I think there's one in the Middle East we can do with like 5 workers. That should pretty much cover what we need to do. I might need to run this game in windowed mode. That might help us a little bit. Alright, looks like we have the people we need. Let's go ahead and hit the go button there. Worst comes to worst, we can always send more people there. We can actually try to keep that heat down. It's not ideal, but, you know. Kind of a speed playthrough of this game. I'm not really doing a speed run or anything. I'd be kind of interested to see how fast somebody can complete this game on whatever difficulty. Be kind of interesting to see. Let me see if maybe this guy can be taken out real quick. There we go. Pretty easy cleanup on that one. But they will start sending exceptional stuff out against us here soon, just because we're doing so much so many acts of infamy. Ooh, we actually might have the people out here to do this. We do. Awesome. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go steal this vase. And let's just keep hitting them hard. Keep hitting them hard and fast. They're looking over here, and now we're back over here in North China, or Central Asia. We were in North China, now we're in Central Asia. This one would take a little bit of work just to get the people out there. And I think we need more workers for that one. So he's still dying down in the Middle East. We need 5 workers, but we have 4 out here. I would... Ooh, no, we only have 3 out here. Wouldn't be a bad idea to try to get that, but it'd be a little difficult. Yeah, we just got to keep our eye out for a little bit of the heat. Especially since we are playing on medium now. It's a little bit different than... There's that one done. Yeah, this is what I'm kind of concerned about with all that heat being generated. Do we want to try to do the Australian one? Which we need this guy, something like that. So we got 4, we need 10. Let's also send 2 valets and 2 more techs. We don't need the workers out there, so let's bring those guys back. We really have lost quite a few valets. We need to get some better military minions, which we don't get till later. I know we get the next one's the mercenary, which I know is pretty good at theft and pretty good at guarding people. I think the marksman might be the best at guarding people, but it's a lot later on. So I want to use that Wasad keys, but guess what? That doesn't work. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. But now that ooh, hold on, we got a lot of people showing up at the island now. Anvil burglars, what do we got over here? We've got, ooh, those are soldiers. Yikes. Not ideal. Let's be real here. Where that vase went. We had that vase stolen, but I don't know where we put it. Somebody lost the vase. I really don't see... Oh, there it is. It's not the worst place, come to think about it, to put it. But I do like to have stuff like this out so minions can see it. And kind of, you know, enjoy it. I'll put it in here, the control room. Let's see. Let's actually try to get our impressive desk, because we don't have that yet. Let's wait till that gets moved. That's okay. I wonder why... I'm sorry. I'm a little confused. Why is Anvil sending people at... Or, hold on. Oh, I'm thinking a hammer. Okay, I can see why Anvil's sending people after us. Fair enough. Alright. Let's do that mission there. That goes up to 66. And we really, what we could do, we actually send our 10 workers out there if we wanted to. There we go. Not ideal that we lost all those people that quickly, but we did. Some more investigators, nothing too crazy. We don't have a lot of people at the base right now, which is not ideal, but it's kind of how it works sometimes. We do some stealing over there, that's fine. High heat. The heat's actually not terrible in the Middle East anymore. That was not too bad. We're going to do a little bit of heat in Patriot just because we have people there now. But we're going to do that mission. And we'll maybe slow down just a little bit. I guess over to 71. And the other mission we really need to do is there. Well, I guess we could do this one. Once we get enough people back. Wouldn't be too difficult to do. Taking 10 workers out does not help us in the idea of trying to get rid of these investigators. There we go. I don't think they've probably made it out yet. Alright, it looks like they're loading up onto our nice yacht. I think it's the same yacht that he comes in on. I could be wrong about that, but... excuse me. Get some more coffee here. But yeah, seems like everything's going okay so far. I'm actually kind of surprised how easily some of these missions are going. But let's go ahead and get that one going. And then really, if we don't lose too many workers, we can actually run over and do that one real quick, and then have enough to actually start looking for the guy. So that actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we only lost 2 workers. How are we doing over here with these guys? They're still creeping around. All right. There's another group of... There's burglars, but there's another big group of people. These are infiltrators. Not ideal. And we're already down to 8 workers, so this might not bode well for us. The problem is we don't have enough computing power with all those workers gone. We're down to 5. That's not ideal, but... So that should get us up to 5. So we need 3 more workers. And we can get that mission going. Let's also send 3 more scientists out there. Just so we can reduce the time we need. And then... Oh, we got something else. No optional objectives. I thought something... It's flashing, which tells me that there was some optional objectives out there ready, but... apparently not. What concerns me, though, is that now there's 2 groups of soldiers that are right next to each other. Hopefully they go opposite ways or start fighting each other, which does happen every once in a while. Patriot soldiers. They just dropped 2 sets of Patriot soldiers, which is not ideal. Let's just be real here. Not ideal for us. Get these guys into hiding so we don't expose them for anything. So at least there were, let's see, there's 5, 9, and there's what, 6 over there. 20 soldiers out there. Ooh, it looks like those guys are returning to base. Awesome. Maybe not. You know what? We should be able to get a new henchman here soon. It'd be kind of nice to get one. Don't know if our guys have gone out yet, or what. Oh, they might be getting on the helicopter. Hold on. There they are. So, they'll be out there shortly. And then we should have enough to actually get that, get the 75 that we need. We're at 76 at that point. What I am concerned about, though, is if one of these bigger, or a couple of these groups walk in at once, would not be ideal, to be honest with you. And unfortunately, they're not fighting each other, which I was kind of hoping to. I know later on they do, especially if you get exceptional ones, they'll just kind of shoot on sight. Only 18 seconds. It's a pretty easy one. They want to pull everybody back except for the scientist. Scientists, I want to have them go to North Africa and start looking for the guy. Of course, my luck, there'll be no scientists left. That would be my luck. We lost 1 worker. That's actually not bad. Oh, there we go. Now we can get some henchmen out there. What do we need for this one? Oh, we need 1 worker. Hold on. We know. We got to go for him. There he is. The Red Ivan. You know what? Let's just send all those guys just in case. We make sure this mission goes well. Let's do some plotting here to find that guy. And we'll keep we'll have those guys go out there just to be safe. This shouldn't get us any heat. This does give us a lot of heat. Actually, it also gets us notoriety too. Oh.
Hey guys, let's go here with another bit of.
Well, all right then. We'll probably need some guards out here, so I'm just going to throw them out there. The workers can come back. Hopefully we can find that guy here soon. And but we now... Oh, crap. First off, let's get rid of these guys. Didn't realize... Oh, there he is. The Red Ivan's here. And the problem is now I need to get both of these guys over here and start to do some killing. And there we go. Not even 30 seconds here, he's already set our base on fire. But Red Ivan has showed up now. It's probably not the best introduction to Red Ivan. But welcome back, Red Ivan. We have thoroughly missed you, and so has our insurance company. Oh boy. Now the base is now... Somehow the bunk bed just exploded. Welcome back, Red Ivan. Yikes. So, if anybody missed Red Ivan, there you go. The paranoia is back. Half the base is on fire, and there's more people showing up at the door. We need to get Red Ivan. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Well, he's killing our enemies, but pretty sure he's also killing our budgets, too. This is why you need to get like Red Ivan up close and personal with these guys first. It's bad when the only time your base catches on... for God's sakes. It's actually kind of bad when the only time your base catches on fire is because of your own henchmen. But it also gives our technicians something to do. So it's not too awful bad. Come on, dude. Red Ivan, they're outside now. Can you actually go kill these guys? And this guy needs to be killed. Well, not ideal with how I thought this would go. We need 5 guards. Look at that. I really thought that would go a lot worse than it did. And it didn't. Well, I mean, in theory it didn't go bad, but in actuality, let's actually have both those guys come back in here. Can we actually put back the camera, please? We do. That's actually kind of important. But hey, at least now our band of misfits are back together, or at least getting the main misfits back together. Actually, if you didn't know, Red Ivan becomes the evil genius in the next game, in the Evil Genius 2. So that is pretty neat. Can't wait to see that. I don't know how many days we have left. I know it's less. It's like what, 33 days, something like that, to the new game. Wham! There we go. That's what a Red Ivan does the best. Especially outside here. A rocket launcher versus 4 machine guns. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, he knocked him out. Anyways, he's knocked out. Ooh, but he is not. I think he can win walk yet, so we'll have to run that guy out there. Someone go pick up Red Ivan. He's a little, well, he's laying down on the job. You know what, let's run him over here. Because, reasons.
is the Pan-Arabic Wireless Service. The former CIA agent.
Cool. Let's get everybody back now. And now we should be able to do this. And there is that all familiar yet annoying siren. Yeah, there's a lot of troops. That's not ideal. That's exceptional soldiers. We'll have to figure out how to deal with those here momentarily. They just killed one of my people there. Not ideal. These guys are still knocked out over there. Not ideal either. And now they're just killing on sight now, which is not ideal. Let's be real here. You know what? Let's save the game here. We'll save this as Stream 2 because reasons. And if not, what we can do is, looks like there is an auto save 6 minutes ago, so it's not like it's. If we need to, we can go back a little bit and make sure our guys don't get knocked out. So everyone should be equipping themselves with some guns. Hopefully that'll not take too long. Yep, that's what I'm afraid of. Wow, they're just mowing people down on sight now. We got a few guards in here. Maybe they can mix it up a little bit and start taking some of these guys out. Maybe not, but... Yikes. These guys are falling quick. And there's no body bags. Well, there's like one. How much health do these guys have is my question. A lot, don't be wrong, but we're out of valets. Well, so that's all right. You know what? I think it might be a good thing just to go back and reload. Honestly, let's see. When we save stream playthrough, it was 1401, so probably that one. Let's load that one back up here. See where we were. Yeah, that's not where we wanted to be. Because, yeah, that's pretty much exactly where we left off. It's 1342. That's 1344. Let's do this one, see if this is any better. We'll have to replace some things, but that is okay. Alright, where are we at here? We are just about to do this mission. Let's go ahead and get four of our five out there, valet-wise. Do we really want to, or do we want to... What we could do, and I don't know if we want to do this or not. You know, it's like I could hold off on this. I want to see how much heat we're going to generate from this, but I know it's going to be a little hard to because of how many people we actually need in here and how many people we're actually training. So Look, we might have enough now. So right now it's going to take us. It's going to generate 9 heat. I'm hoping to get that maybe like to a 3, maybe. I'd feel okay with a 3. So there's a little more cautious approach, but you know, hopefully this will work. And then, do we really want to go for Red Ivan? I love Red Ivan right now. Or do we go for this guy? And I don't remember what this guy's name is. He's another henchman you can get. Instead of Red Ivan. For right now. I think once we get another one at 150, I think it is. And I think that would be our Red Ivan moment. But right now, I don't know. The other guy's pretty good too. I honestly don't know. Let's see what kind of heat we're going to generate when we get out here. Ooh, it's and a 5. Let's do it. And I'm moving everybody except for like a couple workers down to the Middle East. Because there gets us that. And then we come down here and get the 3 workers. We get the 5 scientists, the guards, and the valet. Get them plotting. Let's get this guy. This one I'm not a huge fan of. This one's like, whatever. But it's like Red Ivan or it's this guy. And it's Colonel Blackheart. I could not remember his name. But I do like him. I get to play through with him last stream a little bit. But not too awful much. Let's go ahead and get this one going. And let's just... oh, they're already in our base. There's Colonel Blackheart. There's Jubei.
I have a many special move.
The Colonel Blackheart's like the old English explorer of like Africa and things like that. Kind of the idea for his character at least. Looks like we'll be able to take care of those guys pretty easily. And with a lot less fire. So I don't remember what he gets. He gets the dancing monkey. Let me look here. Because yeah, he does have a pet monkey. But he also has man trap, and I don't remember what that one is. That's great. I want to actually see the information on him. I don't. This one. Oh yeah. There's actually he actually throws the monkey at people. I forgot about that. I can't remember what his special skill was, but yeah, that he throws his monkey at people, and they just go crazy, which is hilarious. Yes. There we go. Sorry. So hopefully we can kill these groups off one by one here and not have to worry about it. We got about 50 seconds. We're going to pull everybody back after that point. I don't think we're doing as bad this time. I mean, we're killing these groups a little more effectively, and I think. So instead of the soldiers, they brought burglars this time, which is a lot better to deal with. Patriot still sent some soldiers, but it doesn't look like really much of anything else. Let's also get our alert up. Now we got some more Patriot soldiers, but I think that was okay. Let's let's get this mission done. We've already set everybody to yellow alert, so they should start getting their weapons. Hopefully rolling the weapons out a little bit faster. We'll actually have a little bit better handle on everything. There we go. So hopefully we'll be able to take care of that. And also we have Bob Barking Kane we have to go deal with now. So now I don't know if he showed up right away, but you'll see little dinghies that'll pull up around the place here. Let me see if, oh, there it is. So there's one of them. So he's got, it looks like workers without helmets on. Essentially, you just got to kill his guys. It's not too terribly difficult. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have Jubei go out here and take care of these guys. Also, one of the reasons why I do love Jubei, I can just get him out to places like this very quickly. So once his men reach the top of the cliff, he's just going to cut them down. But those soldiers are coming up kind of quick. So not ideal. Maybe 2 swipes, no big deal. And then once the next guy comes up, what I'm afraid of is that the soldiers are going to attack Jubei, which would kind of suck. Okay, don't know what's going on there, but alright. Now, it looks like they actually left Jubei alone, which is awesome. That means we can take out this guys with no problems. I think he brings 4 boats full of guys. So, a little bit of micromanaging here, but this is the easiest way to take all these guys out. This is the way I think I did it the first time. I'm like, this is too easy to do this. And the dinghy will disappear. It'll just kind of float back out into the ocean. And we'll kill his last guy here for this boat. So there is the first dinghy taken care of. It's going to kill those guys as well as those guys. Let's also start looking for the next swift boat. Don't see it yet. This is kind of what you have to do. Just kind of see, just kind of look out for it because it won't like give you an alert or anything, which is not ideal, but you know it happens. I need to take care of the people that are in the base first. Alright, where's Colonel Blackheart? I need him up here. Oh boy. Oh! Wherever Bob Barker's people came from, the soldiers are taking them out for me. Pretty easy. I need to get this guy out of here. Because the soldiers are right there. Yep, and that's why I'm moving him. Move him down here. Jubei, can we kill some guys? There we go, we killed one of them. Colonel Blackheart's back up, so that's okay. Yes, these are exceptional guys, but they should be able to be taken out pretty easily. If you punch these guys hard enough, they will retreat, so just how hard do we need to punch them first before they decide to run? And hey, look at that. Looks like we might have fended off this way, but we are running low on guards, I'll tell you that much right now. And our evil genius was a bit hurt. So that was not ideal. He lost 6 hit points, which I don't remember how we get those back. I don't know if we can or not. Okay, so Bob Barker's men, or not Bob Barker, or was it? It's Barking Bob Kane. Bob Barker's the guy who. That would be interesting, though. Bob Barker's the guy who used to host Price is Right. I don't think he would be the one to be the criminal underworld of London, but You know? Would be kind of funny though. Just to be real here, the price. Remembers Happy Gilmore. The price is wrong, Bob. It's a great movie. I don't know if anybody else knows what I'm talking about, but funny enough, so Happy Gilmore is a golf movie. It's got about a professional hockey player that gets kicked out of the NHL, and he has to go play golf now, or he wants to go play golf because it's like the closest thing to hockey that he can find. All right, looks like barking Bob Kane's man's dead. Cool. What do we need to do now? That might be the last guy, maybe. It is. Cool. So we are done with Hit of the Underworld. So now we're going to do Better Living Through Chemistry. Honestly, not a great thing through chemistry, so we have to do a laboratory thing. Which actually, this is a pretty easy one to get through. However, so here's kind of the issue we have currently. Oh, not really an issue. I wanted to finish my story about golf. Let me do that first. So I used to play on the golf team in high school, and our coach was pretty good. I would say really good. He played pro-am golf. He's been on TV before. He played, some Bear championships. And but here's the thing: there were a couple of us, and there were some that were pretty serious about it. But you had guys like me who were okay at golf. We were good enough to make the team, but we weren't gonna individually. We weren't gonna do well. We had our moments. But I would shoot maybe a 45-50 on a 9 or 45-50 for 9 holes. Typical 36, so you can kind of get the idea. About a bogey a hole, which is not terrible. I mean, honestly, if I could golf a 90 for 18 holes, that's actually not too terrible for me. I actually kind of like that. However, a lot of us would do Happy Gilmore stuff on the practice range. If you ever watch him do the run-up swing, and you can look it up online. They're all over the place. We used to do that during practice. And we just do fun stuff like that. But it was just so much fun to do stuff like that. And we'd never do it during a game. Now, other things would happen during matches and games that would be a lot worse than doing that. Let's get rid of the soldier here. Like, I've had a couple times where I've accidentally hit the tee box in front of me. Like, if you ever play golf, there's markers. They're usually solid wood markers, but it depends on what course you're at, things like that. What they actually look like. But the courses we usually play were just solid wood blocks with colors on them, and it tell you where to tee off for different ranks of people. Somehow during one of my tee drives, I actually hit one of those. It skimmed the ground so hard and hit it. It uprooted one of them. You gotta remember, those things have about 6-inch spikes on them. It ripped it out of the ground. My ball went into a cornfield, and then the block just fell over. It was kind of funny. How is he doing on that? So he still needs quite a bit. I'm gonna get this first. Man traps, I'm not really too like needing right now. Oh, there it is. Here's the meeting of all the evil geniuses. And there is kind of the surprise there. This is actually our second island. That's what it looks like. Ooh, we got a death ray. All good evil geniuses should have a death ray. Just going to point that out there. Notice the Bob Kane, the one we had to work hardest for. They think we could attack us. Is the one who got shrunk. He didn't die, but he's just probably rolling around on the floor over there. But there we go. The evil minds of the underworld are bowing down to me now. So they realize I actually have a shrink ray, because why wouldn't you have a shrink ray? Let's also get our impressive desk, because we'll need that. Probably won't need it on this island, but you know what? It's nice to have. And we do have some extra cash, so we can. So right now we're going to take a minute, just kind of retrain all of our people up, which we have most of them back already. We can also start looking for some new minions as well. Let's try to see if we can maybe get Better Living Through Chemistry done. If we can get a couple done in one episode, if we need to, we can kind of take an extra episode or two to get another one done. So may not be the worst idea. So Better Living Through Chemistry, we actually have to we actually have to first steal this invention. So this is a machine, or it's a research machine, kind of all in one kind of thing. Let's also send 5 guards out there. So we're gonna get a bunch our people out there and going, because you look here, heat's pretty well died down. Patriots, everything's. We still got a little heat in some areas, but not terribly much. And now that we've got our guards back up, I feel kind of ready to do this again. We also need to get some stealing done again. So where can we go steal that we don't have a lot of heat? Let's go here. Let's send 10 of our guys out there to steal. Now, I understand this is going to probably cut down on production of guards quite a bit. We'll just have to kind of wait on that. Because, I mean, they're almost done, really. That's not too terrible. Love how all these are facing in different ways, and it kind of bugs me. There's one guard done. So we can steal from here and get a little bit of cash going, and then we can also come over here and steal that. Hopefully that won't take us too long. It says it's going to take us 5 minutes. But you got to remember, though, you know, it's maybe not. You also got to remember we need to. I lost my train of thought. I really did. We remember we started building a science lab. Those things can get kind of expensive, as well as we also probably need to generate a little bit more power here soon, because the fact. We do have, well, need some more. The lab does take a lot of energy, so it might be beneficial if we redo that a little bit. We still don't have the library thing. I don't remember when we get this one, but oh well. What we need to do, though, we need to look to figure out where we can get scientists, and we need to figure out where we can get mercenaries. Let me go run out and look at the guide really quick, and see if I can find that. Yeah, so this one's actually not too terrible. There's actually a pretty easy way for the people to steal the research machine, quote unquote, back. And all you have to do is, shoot, what is it? The only thing you have to do is actually use the topside shack that you start out with, and you put a research machine in there. That's the easiest way I've found to do it. Research. Do they? Aha, they do. Alright, let's go look at the scientist and look up the mercenary. Midwest and South America, the scientist can be found in Central Russia and Antarctica. Alright then. So we need to go send some technicians out in the world. Well, once we get the research machine up and going. So Midwest, South America, Central Russia, or Antarctica. I might send the scientist, try to get the scientist here, because if I can, and try to get this guy over here, because we don't have too much heat there. We can get our minions trained up a little bit faster. Once we get mercenaries, though, I usually drop the amount of guards to 10. I'll drop the amount of guards to maybe 10. Put these guys up to probably 8, because we do have 20 capacity we can actually kind of fill up. And just kind of rearrange some of the units and things like that, just to make it a little more even. We'll see about that. But let's see. Have we gotten out here yet? We do. All right, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That sounds good to me. The other are also stealing over there. We actually are getting $10,000 in cash right now. Actually, not terrible at all. I forgot we're actually generating heat because we're actually stealing something in America. Well, that's a bit of an issue. So we might have to go to South America to get that guy. But that's okay if we have to. Hopefully this won't take too long. It's going to take 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So that's not terrible at all. Seems like everything else is going okay, though. It's not like... I mean, we did lose some health. Oh, no, he looks like he's actually re-healed. So I think if he's in his inner sanctum, he does heal a little bit. That does kind of make sense. But you know what? Let's actually move him out back to the control room so that these guys can get a loyalty boost. So that they're not absolutely dying over there or trying to run away. It's also not a good idea. But yeah, that second wave, I think we held up a little bit better. Also think not getting Red Ivan right off the bat, while it's kind of unfortunate, it probably was the better of the two moves, because I think that's a lot of the damage that was caused was from Red Ivan. I'm not saying he's bad or anything, I'm just saying that he might have caused a little bit more damage than he's worth right now. Getting rid of all those soldiers is actually not the worst thing either. Let's get that intruder. You know, we don't have enough guns for all of our guards or workers. I didn't think about that. Yeah, because both of them are empty. So we might need to get some more of those. But that is... We'll talk more about that here in a second. Because right now, remember, we're going to reduce the amount of guards we have, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. So actually, this will just also a lot of heat, too. It's not what I wanted to see, but alright. Should have brought some valets out here. I didn't even think about that. Whoops. Did not even think about bringing valets out here. It's something I do kind of forget. Probably why I get attacked so much. But let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, hold on. What's all this? Oh, that's the impact stress analyzer. Let's do that. Also, let's get these guys here. Let's do some plotting. Let's get these guys over here. Doing some sealing. So what is this? Ah, okay. So now I understand what's going on there. So now what I need to do is go over here and build a laboratory. I know you're kind of like, what's going on here? But we actually put this balloon in there because they're going to try to take it back. And so what I'm going to do is have the construction workers build that. Hopefully they will steal that one instead of the real one, which we're not actually building the real one, but you know. So it looks like the Alliance knows about the research machine theft, and they won't rest until they've stolen it back. Cunning duplicate will fool them into thinking they've stolen the real thing. Make sure that the Alliance knows who was responsible for the theft by breaking into the London Messenger's print works, changing the headlines. This should ensure a lot of retrieval experts are dispatched to the island and steal the fake research machine. We'll take care of that. But there is also the impact stress analyzer. There's another one. There is something I do want to get. As to what that was, I don't remember. Well, I know what it is. I want to try to get the nuclear power plant as early as I can. And now I know I need the Genius Research Guide. I do know that I need to get... It's the chalkboard that I need. But let's see here. So to get that, I need to focus on getting... let's see. I know it's the cubicle. I can actually just do this. I can go to nuclear. Aha! Impact stress analyzer is what we need. Hopefully we can actually get that.
The London Messenger newspaper reports that a notorious evil organization.
So there we go. We've got that taken care of. Let's cover up these guys over here because they are needing some. They've got some heat on them. As we're looking for the. Oh yeah, there it is. Max or the. That's what we need. We actually have the scientists already out there, so we can go ahead and let's get 3 more. We'll also get 3 workers. Actually, only we actually need 2 guards. Hold on. Why are we wasting our time there? Then hold on. Let's also go over to here and drop these guys off. Not drop the text off there yet. Let's go and do the plotting over here to see if we can find that scientist real quick. There he is. Pretty easy on that one. But you know, let's take a risk for the bisque. And let's see if we can maybe find that mercenary over here. So once the heat dies down, we can go capture him. Be kind of nice. But we have everybody out here that we need to get this one done. So that is not too terrible. We can also just move the guards up there for right now, just to kind of get them out of that region. So we're losing heat there. We're going to gain some heat over here, but that is okay. Which is not ideal, but you know. Reducing the heat will not be the worst thing in the world. There's an anvil thief right here, guys. Right there. I actually built that thing pretty quick. I was actually kind of surprised. But it's just an inflatable, you know. Because that's how this game is. You build an inflatable research thing. Seems like it works out pretty well. Something like that, I think. Nothing major. But we do need... We'll need the real research machine. We'll need the data banks to record what we're doing. We'll leave it right now. We don't really have anything else that we can put in there. We'll have to steal the impact stress analyzer. But unfortunately, those guys are not stealing what I need. Right there, guys. Right there. Oh, come on. Hold on. I think we've got a winner here. From Smash. Perfect. That's all we need. Research machine stolen back. Quote unquote. And there is not what I was looking for. But we do need that later. Alright, so right now I guess we'll have to wait on the mercenary. But that is okay. Because we are ready to do this mission to get the impact stress analyzer. You know what? Let's also get 4 more valets. Because I really don't want to take too much heat for this one. I mean, the notoriety is nice, but we've already had to do... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No, hold on. Psychologically weaken that guy. Oh, psychologically weaken that guy. Kill him. Looks like they're gonna try to kill that guy. Well, that's not ideal. Looks like he's running. So that is okay. Once he leaves, though, we'll get that objective done. And that's more what I'm concerned about. Also, we have 10 valets. Okay, I was kind of concerned because I didn't see any valets helping this guy out. Helping that guy out. But we'll see here in a second. Looks like he is running, so that is a good thing. Oh, we gotta hide these guys first. Right now we're generating 12 heat. Hopefully it won't be too awful bad here in just a moment. But don't get me wrong, social minions are actually pretty good. Oh, there it is, yay! Now we can get rid of that laboratory. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. There we go. So now we're only generating, we're generating 10 heat. Woo! That might be because I think that's half the heat. And so it may not be the worst thing that we do that anyways. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Excuse me, soldiers. We're demolishing this room. So that was a lot easier than expected. I'm still waiting on that guy to disappear, which is might be a minute, but that is just fine with me. Am I out of coffee? I am out of coffee. Bit of a shame. Let's go to a bottle of water then. The soldiers are about to walk into the base. Not ideal, but happens. Kill them all. Cool. Our guys. Okay, they both got the alert. We're cutting. We've already cut a couple of them down, so that's good. That was not too bad at all. Could be a lot worse, I'll be honest with you. There we go. Let's try to. There we go. Got it squared up there. So far, except for that little hiccup we had earlier, not going too bad. Let's go ahead and get that stress impact analyzer. Let's also get that chalkboard in here. Now the reason we usually flippy camera there. Can we put that? Ooh, we can. Let's put it over here. The reason I want to do that is I would like to try to get that first. Like, that is my first goal, is to try to get the nuclear reactor. We can then get rid of all these but one. We have to keep one because I don't remember, but there's a lot of things that you can get through there. We can get the disguise power generator, which whatever, but we also have to get the centrifuge from that one, from the generators. But once we get those two things, or the generator's done, we can get rid of all of them. Then we don't have to worry about it. However, I do want to try to get. I'd like to get all of these done, which there's quite a few that we have to do, or quite a few that we have to try to get through this. I know we have to try to get this, which is a jetpack. Or no, that's not the jetpack. There's another one we can get a jetpack for. And I think once we get our scientists, let's go ahead and send 5 to the East Coast. There's a couple here that we need to get, and I think there's a jetpack that we get from here. There's a couple acts of infamy I know I want to do in here. Obliterate Nashville being one of them. Ooh, just clicked off the screen there. I wanted to try to get chat back up so I could see what everybody's up to. But I think I can go ahead and get rid of all that for now. And then we can slide that back over there and do this. And there we go. Should be good as new now. Maybe. So not doing too bad so far. So not too terrible at all. We actually, there's the other scientist. Great. So we went ahead and do the research thing first, and then we unlock both scientists. Which kind of makes sense to me. What do we need to do? We need 4 workers and a technician. Let's go ahead and get the 4 workers going there. Got about 20 seconds left there. we have 5 workers going out there. We can probably send 3 of them from there. I'm trying to think how we want to rearrange this stuff. We also need to get back to stealing. We might go here because, you know, reasons. Should have put these guys on stealing before I did that. Oop.
Good evening, and welcome to the London 19th News broadcast.
Come on, game. I know you're saving.
Daring raid perpetrated by a highly organized gang of unknown assailants.
Ah, yes, we can start doing stuff like this. So now, we are on the task where we need to start actually getting some what they call Uber loots. What that is that we are now tasked to try to get, to send these guys there, do some plotting. We're actually tasked to try to get enough money to buy our second island. And one of them, this is the one that I want to do. This is steal the Eiffel Tower, the actual Eiffel Tower from Paris. There is actually another one. That's actually a spin doctor, which is the next social minion. And there's the other mercenary. There we go. There's the mercenary down there, too. I think there's another spin doctor there. And the other mercenary. 2 mercenaries there. It's 2 spin doctors and 2 scientists. We've already... so we know where everybody we can go capture is at. But we can now get the impact stress analyzer. And the heavy rifle cabinet. Which the heavy rifle cabinet is for... our mercenaries. So now we actually have 2 missions we need to do. So we have to build a doomsday device to take over the world. Fair enough. So we've already got. We have to reach 200, which we haven't quite got there. We're already about probably I don't know, we're almost halfway. So not terrible off. Not terribly too off, I should say. Yeah, 50 grand for that one. Not ideal, but place that there. That's $155,000 just for that room. So we're going to have to save up just a little bit for that. That's why we got our guys out here stealing. Oh, there's one of the Uber loots. That's $1 million bill. It's a fun one to get. You know what though? I think we need to try to get the mercenary. Do we have? We got the guards out here. We need to get 4 workers. I'm trying to think where the other ones are at. One of them's, I think, down here, maybe? Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure one of them's down there. What do we need for this one, too? We just need 6 workers. Let's send 2 guys there. And then we'll hopefully have enough to when... ooh, hold on. There's a lot of people showing up here. There's 4 there. What's this? Oh, that is that group there. And there's that. Ooh. Oh, there's some poor guys. Nothing really too much to worry about. There is one guy just wandering around. Oh, there it is. This is an infiltrator. It's like, alright, well. Smash soldiers. Not the best, but could be worse. There's a good investigator, which, honestly, investigators I usually don't have too many issues with. Let's get Jubei. Actually, you know what? Let's get Colonel Blackheart. Because I need to get him experience more so we can get that special ability of his. I've got 4 workers there, which I need to get a technician. It's no big deal. Get pull 4 technicians off there. Also grab our... Let's grab a couple people from over here. So we got some defense, and we've got some heat dispersion. Let's go grab him. And there's that going here. So we'll have the scientist, and we'll have to get the next person we'll have to get is the mercenary.
Research will enable you to.
So we're getting we're not really getting close to it, but we're starting to slowly work our way towards getting enough money. 4 workers and a guard. And I'm getting. Why did I send 2 workers down there? I don't know. But I did. So that's something. Well, once the workers get down there, we'll transfer them to South America. And then if we need more workers, we can always assign them from there. But hey, that's it could be better, it could be worse. But we got our objective done to try to get at least one of these done. I'm hoping to get maybe... Well, we actually got 2 of them done, didn't we? So we got Better Living Through Chemistry, and we've got the original 2, the one before that done. So, not terrible. If I'm not mistaken, once we get... Well, Master Machinations is actually kind of the in-game stuff. But I'm pretty sure once we get all this, or once we get both these, we move to the next island. So that'll be halfway through the game already. But here's the thing. So the Master Machinations, we have to get the notoriety of 200. There's 3 embryonic ideas of Doomsday device. Each one needs 3 pieces of vital information before it can be pursued any further. The information can be found in many ways. It could be hidden in a region of world domination map, or captured as a reward for completing an act of infamy, or even held by an enemy agent invading your very base. So I think each one of these, one of them's an act of infamy, one of them's actually on a soldier, and one of them can be found, like, it's something like that. It's weird. But that is something we will have to kind of figure out how to do. So we got a minute and a half on that. We've still got all 4 workers though, so it's not like it's going terribly. And then we only needed 8 workers. I don't know why we just didn't do that one. Might have been a little bit easier, so. Although I'm kind of curious, they have been trying to leave for a while. I don't know what's taking them so long. I don't know. Nothing there. Huh. Oh, there they are. Just see an agent, so let's go ahead and put those guys into hiding. Let's also get these 2 guys. Put them up. Oh. For some reason I sent 6 workers out. I think what I was going to do is steal all 4 of those guys, and... Oh, well. Oh, we need a guard over here. We don't have a guard. Oh, crap, Ola. Oh, well, this one's almost done, so we can get those guys out of here in a second. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right when we were finishing the mission, an agent of justice pops up. And the problem is if we go into hiding then, we lose the mission. That's kind of the issue. But, there we go. Let's go ahead and get that one going here. Heat's kind of high again in Anvil territory. Not ideal, but, you know, happens. Ooh, crap. We got... Hide those guys. Well, we already lost some of them, which is not ideal. Let's actually only get those guys back up to 10. So when they start losing people, they won't replenish them right away. Which is okay, because we're about to get mercenaries, so... Well, hopefully we'll be getting mercenaries. If not, we'll start... taking over more stuff later. But yeah, so far, it seems like this episode's going okay. Going okay. I think, well, it's... so we've got our objectives done. We got what we wanted to get out of the way. I'm maybe trying to get Better Living Through... Well, it's already done. So we don't have to build a lab to get that one done. But I'd like to get some research done. I'd like to try to get at least the next tier of minions in. That'd be kind of nice. We've got about 50 seconds, and after we get this one, we're only missing the Spin Doctor, which is either here or here. I'd like to get him in Europe because I want to start focusing on some North America stuff. As to what, not really sure yet. Obliterate Nashville, great one we want to try to do. What are some of the other ones we want to try? Let's do him on the normal interrogation there. I don't remember if you interrogate him on a odd device. I don't know if you get credit for that. I don't know that for sure. Hammer infiltrators have showed up at the island. Colonel Blackheart, I think it's time for you to head out and start doing some exterminations. Like you get a worker to help you. That's not the most ideal situation in the world. Alright, let's get rid of the next ones. He's got his musket out there. It's fascinating. The anvil's coming at us pretty hard, which is not ideal, but, you know. So let's go ahead and get 5 scientists going. Also, the other thing I want to try to get is actually multi-purpose lockers. Now, what do we need for that? I'm not 100% sure. Let's actually pause the game. Let's save the game. We're about halfway through the stream, so it's probably not the worst idea to save it here. But while we do that, I'm going to also pop out real quick, and music stopped. I figured the music was continue to go, but I'm trying to get the see what we need for the multi-something lockers. Those are actually kind of useful, just because they allow us to get to our cap a lot easier than just having to build so many lockers. But I don't remember what they are called. It might be something we get as we progress through the game. Could be something like that. Nuclear generator, which we really need. Control station also would be kind of nice to have. Communications array is really nice to have. Misdirection, gold enhancer, high density capacitor. Back stress analyzer to do. Equipment storage rack. So we need. We actually need just the heavy rifle shooting range and an impact stress analyzer. It's actually not terrible to get. All right, so let's pop back into the game here. There we go. Oh, well, they already started to shoot our guys. All right, well, didn't want to kill them right away, but it looks like we're gonna have to. Now the training room, I know I'm gonna have to expand here. Well, I probably should do now, because I was gonna at least extend it out to here. That's another $16,000. All right, there we go. Let's get our 3 guards and our 1 valet that we still have back over here to start stealing some more. That's a pittance of what we had before, but, you know. Where do we have a lot of heat at? That would be nowhere. So let's go ahead and do some plotting here. And we'll get the rest of the guys back to the base here. We'll slowly gain some more money back once... Oh, that guy just got killed by somebody. Colonel Blackheart. Can you actually kill those 2 soldiers real quick? The control does not like me. There we go. They're dropping in, so probably will not be the worst thing to just eliminate them while they land. I saw a bug on my desk. I'm like, oh, maybe not. Oh, crap. We need to capture one of these guys. The rest of these guys can be exterminated. One of these guys. Hold on. Let's get Jubei out here because we will need some assistance. Once again, all these guys need to be terminated except for one of them. These guys can be killed. Alright, where's Jubei at, please? Oh, he's going after these guys. Alright. How's that guy not dead? But you can see here, this guy actually has information that we want from the Doomsday device. So we do need to, you know, kill these people. Hopefully we can get at least some of them captured. We need to kill these people real quick. A lot of things can happen like this, just real quick. It can go from. I think there's another guy we need to capture. Another person we need to capture. We might need another holding cell for all these people. Because essentially we'll just need to interrogate him as fast as we can. Where is Jubei at? He's carrying somebody. Actually, this guy's can go out and help. These are infiltrators. But they're like ninjas, essentially. But we need to get rid of them. Like that. So if we can get the mercenary trained as fast as we can, that'd be great. Got these guys back out plotting again. We got some more thefts going on out here. And we'll bring mercenaries out there here shortly once we get the provided area we need. Let's actually move this over to here. Those are infiltrators, nothing crazy. Capture these people. We've got a pile of people waiting to be captured. It's not ideal, but it'll have to be what we got so far. Okay, so we can put that there for now. The scientists might be a little bit of an issue because they are literally on the firing range, but yeah, well, once we get a bigger training room, we can work on that later. Let's go ahead and interrogate this person there. And then we have to interrogate the next person that's coming in, which is right there. Ooh, these guys are a little close to each other, timing-wise. Don't know if I like that or not. Anything new out here? Not really. Heat's dying down quite a bit though, except for in Anvil, because we're stealing so much there, but kind of makes sense. But, you know, not too terrible so far. We might need to get a second interrogation chair. Might not be the worst idea in the world. But really, if we're not doing this too much, it's not terrible. Alright, why did he just stop? Unless they still consider him in this cell, which would be kind of odd, but alright. Unless he couldn't just get to the cell, which is possible. Possible. I need to get. I might just get a second one there just in case, because there has been quite a few times that we actually do need to get a couple people there. There we go. We got a mercenary. Yay! And we can actually start training those once we get the training mechanism in there. Usually I have quite a few in there just to really boost training, to really get that going. But so far, I think we're doing okay for the stream. Oh, we get more people invading the base. Anything? Nope, you don't have anything useful. So get rid of you. Colonel Blackheart and Jubei, if you could, get rid of these people for me. Yep, I need to remove him. Took some hits, not ideal, but oh, he took one hit, and not ideal, but it happens. Cool. So looks like do we not have? Oh, that's why. I need to get those guys start training here. We actually want 6 of those guys. Right now, what do we have? Technically, it hasn't updated yet because you need to have the max amount of minions that we are looking for. Let's go ahead and get this guy interrogated. Ooh. Not ideal. Oh, hold on. There it is. Obliterate Nashville. Being evil at the time can be tiresome. Sometimes it's better to do an act of good. So as to make the next evil deed all the sweeter. That's why it might be a good idea to perform the humanitarian act of destroying the home of country and western music, using a prototype earthquake generator to obliterate Nashville and make sure the world never has to suffer the twang of a steel guitar ever again. Yeah, this is that's a little much on that one, but I think it's rather funny. Grab some water here. Before I do, though, I want to make sure these guys are hiding. So yeah, both of these guys have different ones. So we'll get pretty quickly. We'll get 2 pieces of information that we need. So that's pretty good. Training still going on. You see here that the mercenary actually gets a heavy machine gun. So let's go ahead and get. It's $10,000. Do that. I actually have a second jail cell now going in, so that's always nice. Because these interrogations for the information usually do take a little bit longer than most. So he is actually that actually might be another component we need. Let me take a look here. So diamond, nope, and I think this guy's a circle, isn't he? Yeah. So another piece of information we need. So it's kill. We'll do that. Kill one kill all of them except for one. And that guy can be captured. You guys are actually near the entrance, so let's get you guys going here. Let's go ahead and get those guys going here. They're really thinking about getting away. Kill another one there real quick and capture this guy. Real quick there. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. So now we can at least get another piece of information. There we go. Another part completed. How much more do we have? So I think we have this one, and we have one, I think this diamond. So we're only missing 3 then, which I think we have to get then through Acts of Infamy. So not too bad at all. If you have a mercenary to send out, let's go ahead and start sending them slowly out there. We can start gathering up more and more people that way. Or more and more money that way, I should say. Do we want... We really don't have the money to start really building up our lab yet. We really need to, though. Same way with our... everything else. I mean, really, we need to... Probably what I'll do is I'll move the desk here, move them probably down here somewhere, and then put the chalkboards here. That will probably work out pretty well. So what's this red X? This guy being interrogated here. Would make sense. But now our mercenaries should actually go and be able to grab their heavy machine guns. Actually make them really good at defense stuff, so I kind of like that. Nothing new going on out here. Hey, everyone's about to check out, make sure everything's going okay there. Nothing seems like it's kind of quiet now, which is good. We don't have a lot of heat out anywhere, so it's highly unlikely we would really get anything too big here. I guess we can interrogate. We can actually do it up here on the mixer. Just try to get as many interrogations done as we can, so we keep these jail cells free. I mean, what we can do, essentially, this area is kind of useless to anything but the inner sanctum and the armory. So I can extend this out, I think, 3 spaces, so we can actually add a couple more jail cells if we want to. But I really don't see a need to right now. Because I want to get... First thing, I really do want to get my lab up and going. I think that's the first thing we need to get, like, kind of focus on. We do have a mercenary out here. Oh, they're still in line. Let's go into stealing. So we're back up to about $6,000. Not terrible. You know what we could do? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get this one done. It's only $16,000. We can then kind of space out. We can kind of put our military stuff down here. Probably will leave the some of this stuff up here. I think that'll work out pretty well. Scientists somehow are really on the ball to try to get all the training done, which is awesome. It always seems like the scientists do get trained faster than anything else. And then probably the military seems like the slowest. It maybe just seems like that. It probably isn't like that. However, I don't know if you... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I think that guy passed out before this guy became a mercenary. Which is not ideal. How are we doing on our objectives here? Seems like we're... Well, so we'll have one more. So we'll have 3 that we still need to find. So we'll still need to keep an eye out. They might bring them to the island. I don't know. You know what? I think the 2 technicians here, let's also... You know what? We can actually do this. Let's send 3 scientists out there, because scientists are actually pretty good at that. Because mercenary, you see here, good at stealing money, terrible at doing plotting, but also good at protecting allies. And that's why I do like mercenaries. Because they're actually pretty good at all that. Technicians are fair at all, or 2 of the 3, they aren't really good at stealing money, but I've got an itchy nose right now. There we go. Maybe not. Don't know why that was bothering me so much. But kind of the goals, I guess. We got about an hour and 15 minutes left, give or take. I'd like to try to get the training room working again, so we have all of our things going. I'd like to also get the lab set up. I don't know if we will do many more acts of infamy. We might try to get to 100. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. But I think once we get there, I think we'll be okay. You know, won't be too bad. There we go. So training room back. It's actually at a pretty decent capacity again. Let's also get one of those there. How much is another rifle range? Let's go ahead and get 2 of them. Let's get our desk down here. And we'll get our second chalkboard up. Oh, hold on. I'll have to move this one first. Which is kind of annoying, but, you know, it happens. Kind of rearranging the place. Although it's kind of weird. Any minion can actually move anything. Like, they can just pack everything up and move it. But to actually purchase things, you have to have either a worker or a valet. Don't know why that's the case, but it happens. There we go. So we'll have 2. Essentially, the only thing we're doubling up on everything except for the guard one, which is because the guards we actually go through kind of quickly. Kind of. Got another act of infamy there. Got a lateral damage. Not bad. Don't have any more mercenaries to send out, which is kind of unfortunate. Nope. That should be one of the... Yeah, so we only have 3 more left to gather. One the circle, on the triangle, and the diamond. Which actually, we might get that part done today. Depends. If any more agents come to the island, we might get those done. Got a red square here for some reason. Oh yeah, there's just a burglar walking around. Do we not have great security here? I think that's kind of what the problem is. I think he's confused. We might have dazed him or something, and he's kind of just lost focus. I guess that's fair. Oh, got an agent of justice. Let's go ahead and hide there. Hide over here as well. Every time it seems like this guy just gets knocked out. Don't know why. It's kind of annoying because it's like this guy just started mercenary training, so it's not like he was close or anything, but what I might have to do, and I think that's what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and pick up that mercenary and make sure these guys are in hiding. Yes, they are. Okay. I might just get him back till we can get 4 mercenaries that we can send out and keep 2 at the base. That's probably the only thing. That's probably the best course of action right now. So essentially, what's happening is he's waking up with the little stats he has, and then trying to go and do training again, which is not ideal. Agents of Justice are still out there, so I'm not really willing to. I think we can also put, once we get the Spin Doctor, we can put the studio there and have all 3 of them ready. So I think that should be good. Just some pathetic guys. Nothing no information that they carry, so don't really care about them. Can you funnel these guys? Nope, not really. Well, alright then. We can hopefully... let's see here. Nope, they're still out there. They're not here, though. Let's go back to stealing there. He should go here in any moment, so it's not terrible. We'll get those guys back working again. I think that's the guy that was just out in world domination. Maybe not, because still his stats actually kind of suck. Anything? Don't look like I've seen another mercenary around here, which is not. Usually, if you click, is it click on here? Maybe not. Sometimes you can. There's a way you can do that. It's like you were looking for all your mercenaries. You kind of cycle through them. I thought there was a way you could do it at least. I could be wrong about that though. He's getting close. He needs 95 points. Okay, not terrible at all. Then he can start launching his monkey at people. I don't want to say what I just saw there, so we're going to move on. Look at all that. We got a lot of people that are just sitting here idle, which not terrible, but you know, still. So if you look at these guys are actually excellent at looking at both doing the fighting acts of infamy and actually reducing the time. So that is they're really good to have out here in the world. I think the guy passed out again. Yep, he sure did. Alright, well, not ideal, I'll be honest with you. Is there any other one? Where's our other guy at, is my question. He should be... Oh, there he is. What are you doing? Oh, you're equipping your weapon. Then you're probably going to go to training. Because I really want to get some mercenaries out. So he's actually almost full stat. So he should be able to complete at least one. In that case, we'll actually have two that are semi-decent. He might have already started training. He did. It's cool. So we'll have two that are pretty good. Stat-wise, they're both still good. So we'll be able to continue doing whatever we need to. So that's always nice. This is kind of where it's kind of frustrating, especially if you only have one person trying to train a bunch of people. They can lose their stats super quick, and it's like it's a pain in the butt to try to get back. Let's also reduce this because we really don't need any more workers right this second. But we do need to get save up some money to start working on our laboratory. Actually, heat-wise, we're actually doing pretty good. Still looking for some stuff, though. But I don't know where else to look. Because I know, essentially, the less stuff we have right now, the less they're going to look at to research. Which is probably good for right now. But I know we need to get stuff like the Golden Amulet, or the Aztec Gold. That's something we really need to get. There's a couple, there's... the jetpack, which is in the middle of America, or Midwest America, that I know we need to get. I think he's ready for his life, which is fine. I'm yawning again. That's not ideal, to be honest with you. Do we want to move these guys somewhere else? I think we might want to. Have these guys plot there. So we know where two Uber loots are, which we might start stealing those today if we get a time. If not, that'll be what we do the next episode. If I'm not mistaken, there's two of them. I'm trying to remember where the other four are, because there's 6 in total. I think there's also one here in England. There's another one, it's Excalibur, which I think is like right here. And then there's a Mummy Sarcophagus, which is right here. So there's 4. The Ark of the Covenant's here, and I think the Samurai Armor is here. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where everything's at. I don't know why. I know I move these guys rather often, which I probably should just sit them and leave them for a minute. Let's just try to find all the Uber loots real quick, so we can figure out where all those are at. Well, at least now we've got 2 mercenaries training at once, and hopefully they won't pass out before they're done training. Looks like they actually want set to patrol the base, so technically we need 1 more guy to be trained, but it could very well be that hell, he's actually going to train a guard. So that's one of the neat things, though. So let's say we lose all of our guards for some reason. Could be due to an act of infamy, or soldiers came in and lose all of our guys, kill all of our guys. If we have a mercenary still, they actually can train guards as well. So it is kind of a nice thing to see, nice thing to have. Anything special over here? Nothing really? No. Alright, well, it's not ideal, to be honest with you, but we should have 5 mercenaries now, so that's always good to see. Do have probably 1 more to keep training. Yeah, we should be done here soon, so we can send those mercenaries out to start stealing some more. That'll help boost that a little bit. Because right now we had 10 guards out here stealing stuff. Right now we actually only have 2 to spare. Not ideal, because we only have 8 guards right now. But oh, there's investigators right there. Let's kill them. So right here, if this was Red Ivan, half this base would be on fire. And Prior Evil Genius would be dead somehow. That's usually how that works. But no, with a little more calm that way, I'm okay with that. Anvil Investigators, so nothing really fun. Anything over here? Nope, not really. Alright. Oh, we got another act of infamy, it looked like. We got it's oil leak. Double oil and trouble. That's not great. Essentially, you're just actually destroying a oil refining facility. Maybe there actually is an act of infamy we uncovered here. General disarray. Die another. Oh, there's 2 references here. One they probably didn't mean to do, and one they did. So die another day, aka it's a James Bond movie. But here it's a hair salon in downtown Kampala. It's a location where warlord General Mbotha is hiding out with his personal wealth gained from selling ground tea leaves cut with sawdust. Saber operatives are searching for him. It's only a matter of time before they find him. We would receive a significant amount of respect if we were to help Mbotha make a dramatic escape from the authorities. But General Disarray, if you guys are familiar with South Park at all, that is Professor Chaos's sidekick, is General Disarray, which I think this came way before that, so fair, but it's actually kind of funny that they both show up in one thing. Hey, look at that! There's the next Uber loot. So that is the mummy's sarcophagus. So now that we've got that one taken care of, let's go look for. I think the next one's the Ark of the Covenant. So let's get Indiana Jones on the horn. And we'll also get an Agent of Justice there. Let's go also hide these guys here. Let's get our 4 mercenaries out there, though, so we can get that stealing. I'm pretty sure the Ark of the Covenant's here. For what reason, I'm not sure, but it is. And I think the last one, or one here, and there's one here that we haven't figured out yet, so. Yeah, not too bad at all. Once we hit 100 grand, I'll go ahead and start construction on our research lab. So I know there's a word in there that I was trying to figure out. So we can at least get that hopefully done, and we can start doing some research. Nothing here. Well, actually, those guys got a plotting, because imagine a scientist trying to steal or trying to rob a bank. Do they do it with like a beaker full of acid? I mean, I know there's attacks that have happened where people just threw acid on people, which is not ideal. But, you know. I guess there's other stuff that they could use that would probably be more effective. Ooh, excuse me. Got about an hour left of the stream, a little give or take, but Also, so I do want to wrap up a little bit. So I usually try to wrap it around 4:45, my time at least. But I think, we have enough viewers. I think we had 3 or 4 last time when we ended, which is great. I'm glad you guys are here. But I want to start rating some people. I mean, there's a lot of Evil Genius people that I was like watching. I think there was like 2 or 3 when I was live that were still playing after I stopped streaming. And I think we should try to help one of them when we end today. So I've never done a raid, so we'll have to figure out how to do that. And hey, who knows? We might get some love back. You never know. Oh, the sound of music. The hills are alive with the sound of music. But essentially, this is what they call crowd pacification. This is actually a pretty common thing that they actually use noise to stop a riot. But then what you do is you actually cause a riot, and when they pull it out, you actually go and steal it. It's a pretty nefarious thing to do, but it happens. So, not too bad at all. Anything? Can we get these guys back stealing it? We can. And we're generating almost $10,000 with the same amount of people. Not ideal, but it happens. How are we doing? So we are missing only 1 guard and 1 worker. So we're actually at 56. Let's actually boost these guys to 10. Then we can actually put more of them out there and bring some of the guards back, maybe, and still be at $10,000. I kind of like keeping 10,000. Seems like it's a good amount to keep out there to try to, $10,000 every 60 seconds. It's not bad. So every 10 minutes we'll get $100,000. It's actually a pretty good deal if we can try to keep that up to get our lab going. So I should go ahead and start construction, because the room itself and the databank is only like if you look here, that's 24,000. It's going to cost us like 27,000 for the room and the databank, and I think this is like 20 or it's like 50 grand. It's 50,000. So we probably have enough for all 3 of those. The research machine we'll have to wait on. We can get all this constructed though, and at least will be a decent start. Does that guy not have a hat on? He doesn't, and neither does this guy. Guys, you're doing construction. Where are your hats? We might be evil, but we still have OSHA. I mean, come on, people. That might be a bit of a bug. I've never seen that before. Kind of funny, though. Aha, there's next to so there it is. The Ark of the Covenant. Get our team back out here. Let's do... Might be a little bit dangerous to do this, but, we gotta risk it a little bit sometimes. Essentially, we're just dropping them off. I think the samurai armor is in here somewhere. Should be all of our dynamite in there. Be ready to be rolled into the new laboratory. We're doing on mercenary training. We're working on our 7th right now, so could be better, could be worse. A couple people walking through the door here. Not ideal. Let me get this guy up there. Ooh, those aren't great. Exceptional ninjas. Never a great idea. Let's also get Jubei up here, because while I do want to get that guy some experience, there's actually quite a few people that are about to come in. So they're not great. So we kill these guys. Dang it, we need 55 more points. I just want to throw monkeys at people. Come on. Oh, something just came up. Oh, mercenary decided to leave the evil organization. Guess what? You're not, buddy. Just gonna point that out there. The only problem with like when a military person or try that sentence again. The only problem with when a military person leaves or tries to leave the organization, they always are a pain to take down because they are the strongest of all three. Scientists are the easiest, of course, but you know, for reasons. Haven't really found anything yet. I was a little surprised, but get that guy captured, and we'll continue our military training. Still running a bit thin on cash, which is not ideal. Still getting right just under $10,000 every 60 seconds. Still working on getting all that worked out. All right. Get the back stretched out a little bit here. Looks like he'll very quickly get his stats back, and then he can go back to training. And we'll wait, because I mean, they gain all but their health back here, so why not leave them in there for a little bit, and then they can, you know, not too bad at all. Nothing yet here. I was kind of hoping that would be a little bit easier to find, but you know, reasons. Anyways, so we're at 4, so we're up to 60 with those guys. That's not terrible. So we have 10 more minion slots available that we can use. So it's pretty good so far. Nothing yet. Looks like our lab is starting to come together just a little bit here. Train up one more mercenary, but that means really what we can do is send 3 more guys out there. That gives 2 people to keep for training, both for guards and for mercenaries, and I think that we'll be okay with that. So we're actually over halfway to getting our research machine, so that's not terrible. Okay with that. So we can get that guy terminated. Still nothing over here. No agents though, so that's always a good thing as well. And we might keep all those guys out there. I mean, we are generating quite a bit of heat in this area, so they are sending exceptional stuff after us. However, you know, I don't mind keeping them out there for at least right now, except for that. I'll put those guys into hiding. We'll put all of them in hiding. I think it might be time to actually move them though. Like the Middle East does not have anybody or any heat on us right this second. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and send 4 valets out there. We have what, 2 out here now, so that gives us to 6. That'll actually help them keep that heat down. You know what? We can actually do this just so that we can continue to steal. Oh. We can continue to steal over here, and still gonna keep our money coming in just a little bit. We do have some mercenaries that are kind of pinned down there, but it's better than it was. What we got coming up here? Investigators, nothing too crazy. Nothing else really on the island, so. Kind of right now, we're kind of free and clear. It's actually not going too bad at all. These guys are in hiding, correct? Yes, they are. I noticed that was turned off. Might have just accidentally clicked it one time and... Oh, well. So, that being said, is there anything else we can get done here? We're gaining what, $9,000 every minute. So it'd be what, it'd be 64. We'll go to 73, then 82, then 91. Another 5 or so minutes. Once we get back to the full stealing capabilities that we have. Plotting there, please. I want to keep those guys there for now. It still keeps the $9,600 going in there, but until we can get our other mercenaries out there, which I don't know which way they're going. Probably the helicopter, if I had to guess. Looks like they just took off. So this won't take us too long, and once those guys get dropped off, we'll immediately take them to here. Then we're getting $13,000, so it even might take a little less time. But look at that, we actually have a Buddha Buster. Pretty sure we're actually just blowing up Buddhish gold there, or Buddha gold, or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember that one exactly, but you know, it happens. Yeah, hopefully here in maybe about 2 or 3 more minutes we'll have enough money to actually get our research machine, so we can start actually doing some actual research. What we'll do is we'll probably bring... I don't know if we'll bring the scientist back yet. Because the fact well, hold on. What do we need for the spin doctor? I want to get that done. So we need a valet and 4 workers. So it actually is not terrible over there. What about over here? I just need 6 workers. We can actually swing that pretty easily, but we do want to do some, do want to start doing some plotting over there. So let's do this. So we need 1 valet and 4 workers. We actually really don't need the valet. We just need the 4 workers. And what I'll do is I'll send the mercenaries. So we'll send 4 mercenaries, the rest of the valet, or about half the valets. And we'll send the scientists over there just to make sure we can get that done relatively quickly. I know we're pinging our max heat there, so how long does this take? It's 4 minutes. The scientists should get it down to about 2 minutes. So if the heat's too high there, I think we go ahead and just move over here. Do the plotting over there. Let that heat cool down just a little bit for us. Do some plotting there. Actually, probably within the next minute or so, we should be able to afford our research machine, which is 100 grand, which I didn't really expect it to be that much. I didn't think it was that much in other playthroughs, but I know playing on medium, that actually does change how much things are value or how much things cost. So it kind of makes sense. So we should have enough for it now. So let's go ahead and get it, so we can start doing some research. Go. Now I know for a fact that this lab will not fit everything in there. But you know what? With this databank, though, they can actually start looking at different things to research. So that is always a good thing. But because of that, we will need to actually start looking into getting more money so we can actually build some of the nicer laboratory equipment and some of the nicer items. If you're kind of curious, though, each bag or each briefcase can only hold roughly about 5 grand, because if you look here, our money's going down in $5,000 increments. Imagine as every worker and valet we have is taking a $5,000, $5,000 worth in a briefcase and getting it, which I think is kind of interesting. So if you were watching a movie, they always have that briefcase full of money. Fair enough, it's fake, but like $1 million in $100 bills is not a whole lot. Like, hold on, I'm trying to think. So $1,000 in $100 bills would be what, 10 of them? So, well, I do the math here. So how many? There's 6 zeros. So 400 $100 bills is $1 million. I did that math right? No, that's not right. Hold on. I need to write this down. I gotta figure this out. Because it's actually not as much as people think it is. A visual person, by the way. I don't know why I said 400, but all right. So it's $10,100 bills. Like I think I was thinking 100,000. Which even then is only 1,000. So it's only $10,100 bills, and they can come in stacks of, is it 100 each? So you're only talking $1,000 each, 10 stacks. We're taking 10 stacks of cash. Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. So I don't know why I don't know why they deal in gold. That's what I don't understand. Is why because I mean gold's heavy. It's just dense. So I don't know why they deal in gold. It seems like dollar. Well, the only thing is that I guess gold is kind of a universal currency. Somebody will accept gold pretty much anywhere in the world, whereas currency is a little trackable and things like that. So okay, fair. Just food for thought. Because I don't know how much, like, a gold bar weighs what? It can weigh quite a bit. Like, a standard bullion bar is like 14 pounds or something like that. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it's can be significant. Alright, let's also get Jubei out here. He's killed one of them, and I think, yeah, the other guy's knocked out, so it's not ideal. So we get rid of 2 of them. I don't think we'll get rid of a 3rd, but we'll try. And we got to get rid of 3 of them. Oh, and Colonel Blackheart's back up. Yeah, they're all dead. Anyways, so exceptional shoulders, meh, whatever. Later on, I won't be saying that, but you know. Ooh, there's some good anvil soldiers. Even more of them now. Not ideal, to be sure. So, why do we have 4? I was like, why do we have 4 workers over here? Because I'm about to do an act of infamy. So that should be plenty of them. We'll get our scientist over here, all 3 of them, because why not? Oh, look at that! I think it just popped the last Uber loot. Yeah, it did. Arthur's Excalibur. It's a pretty cool one. I don't know which one I'll get yet, but let's go get our spin doctor. Look at this. We have research available. So which one do we want to get? So let me close out of here. It's gonna lag just for a second for me. The game music turns off for some reason. So the door. Let's see what we want to get from the regular door. For the door, we can either get the camouflage base entrance, which we can't get yet. The impact stress analyzer is going to give us heavy doors. Okay, fair. The camera, or the what is it called? I can look it up here in a second. So this one we just need to do impact stress analyzer. Go. This one is what is something. Hold on, let me check here in just a second here. This is the security camera. That makes sense. So the security camera can get us the laser. It's actually very useful. The camera, impact stress analyzer, go. Now this, I don't remember what this thing's called. Let me look here. The reading table can get us the book. Oh, it's the bookcase. There we go. So now I remember how to get the bookcase. You have to do this, and hit go. So we'll start doing some research so we can actually start. Ooh, not ideal. We lost a technician. Which in theory is actually not the worst thing in the world, but... we also have scientists on this mission too. The problem is there is an agent of Justice. Oh, there was an agent of justice there, which he still could be. Not ideal, to be honest with you. But, you know, it happens. We do need to get this mission done, though. And unfortunately, we don't have enough people on the computers so we can actually tell where everybody's at, but we got it done. So let's bring all but the mercenary back here. Let's get the mercenaries over here. Let's get these guys into hiding. And we'll need to get the spin doctors out here. Ooh, we actually left a valet over there for some reason. Let's bring the valets back over here. At least get 5 of them. Where can we go? We don't have a lot of heat in. There we go. That's where we're going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. We get back to stealing over there. Because, I mean, yeah, we have a lot of heat there now, but we can start cooling down the other 2 areas. And still get... Ooh, good lord. That's a lot of soldiers. Where is Jubei at? There's Jubei. Well, Colonel Blackheart has learned a new ability. Awesome. We killed 1. Don't think he's going to kill a second guy there, though, so that's... Oh, but Colonel Blackheart's back up, so alright, that's useful. Oh, they're starting to run, too, so that is good for us. Looks like only 1 escape, though, so not bad. Yeah, we got some infiltrators around. Not great, but, you know, could be a lot worse. Soldiers there. Let's go and take him out. And Colonel Blackheart can learn his monkey throw. Let's see it. Monkey throw. Oh yeah, the monkey is dynamite. I forgot about that. Yay, monkey. It's actually kind of fun. So now we can get the other one here soon so we can actually keep people trapped. Which wouldn't be terrible, so. So let's go ahead. We don't have the guy in here yet, but we'll go ahead and get the TV studio going. It is $10,000, but we can squeeze that in there. Like we're about to get some stuff through research, so not terrible at all. Not the nuclear generator yet, which we do need, but, you know, it is something we will get eventually. And that'll help our power problem, because we don't have to build more generators. So what do we got? We got the heavy security door, which really, those, they're nice. I'll put one at least at the front door. They're $5 grand, so they're a little on the expensive side. You know what, though? I do want to kind of back it up just a little bit there. What's the next one? Oh, so it looks like they haven't done anything else. Looks like they're not quite through. It looks like they're actually starting the experiments now, so not too terrible at all. Anything new going on out here? Not really. No agents of justice. I do want to do, before I forget, I want to get this up to 5, just so that when he does become the spin doctor, he starts training more of them, because I did forget to do that for the mercenary. My fault. And before I forget to, let's get this guy interrogated. We'll get back to actually having the chat up. I need to find maybe a little bit better way to actually do this thing, the research stuff and things like that. So I'll figure that out for next time. Ooh, come on, there we go. We might have to build another generator because these things are starting to struggle a little bit. Let's do that, at least for now, until we can get the chalkboard being researched. So right now, the only thing that the technicians are going to do is just sit there and try to repair them because they're pretty much at their capacity, which I don't know why the capacitors aren't then kicking on. I mean, they technically are, I guess, but with that TV studio, it might kick us over, so not ideal. I'll be honest with you, not ideal. But we've pretty much got everybody back except for our guards. Yep. Alright, number one, why hasn't our capacitors kicked in? Well, they have. So maybe they're not online. Maybe they are. Maybe just like there's an emergency lights that kind of help that for now, but we can get that next generator back in. So it looks like the lights go out, but everything can still continue for a little bit at least until those capacitors are drained. There is the bookcase. We got that. I think. Hold on. I can squeeze that in there. So what I'm going to do is move this table over to there and delete that. The guy's still being interrogated. It's not too bad at all. There's our spin doctor. And let's get our bookcase in here. It is going to block one of those off, but can I put that there? I can put that there and then move this. I should not do that. So we got our generator back, so they're still functioning at less than capacity, so that is always good. So now if I do this, put that there, nothing's blocked, and we still have 3 tables available. So that is always nice. Nothing bad going on out there. We're starting to build up a little more cash. It's good to actually have a good supply of cash on you at all times, especially since we're about to get the laser. They're doing the test right now to get the laser, which one we can then do other stuff. Kind of wish we could actually get the chalkboard in there going. You know, like have a guy come on, just look at the chalkboard and say, hey, we can do some research on this. Please. It's, I don't know, maybe that's just, you know, something we might have to wait for a little bit. But we'll see. We're about to get the laser, so that's always a nice one to have too. It's always nice when you get more equipment so you can actually start researching more items and things like that. And yeah, I kind of out of things to say right now. We got about 15 minutes left, so I think what we'll do is we'll try to get as much research done as we can. We'll steal some money as much as we can so we can set ourselves up. So next time what we'll do is we'll start stealing the Uber loots. We have 5 out there we can actually see. Ooh, we got something else. Oh, that should be the laboratory laser. There we go. And we also can start affording some of the more expensive lasers and things like that. Something like there. What was I going to say? We'll try to do the Uber loots next time. We'll try to get maybe the rest of these next time. Try to get these 2 done, and then we might be able to move to our next island in our 3rd stream. I mean, what we'll do, like, worst comes to worst. Like, let's say we're going to get this done in like 8 streams or 9 streams. Number one, I think some of the objectives later on is going to take us a little while longer to actually get done. However, I also think that I'm trying to think that if we have to, we can always do, like, see how high we can get our notoriety up. I mean, we're already at 100. It goes up to 500. I think we only get to like 300 last time. We're going to hide our agents there because we do have an agent of justice out. Do you know what I haven't seen though? Number one, we actually have a even number, number that's divisible by 5 now. Again, that's nice. You know what I haven't seen though? I have not seen a super agent yet, which I think they come out at start at 100, maybe 100, 200, 300, 400. That's not right, because that would only get them to 400. But we had all 6 of them, or all 5 last time. Let's get these guys up here. So hopefully these guys will be taken care of here soon. So it won't be too awful bad. I'll take it. Alright, thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. What? I'm not going to open yet because I'm still streaming. I will here in a minute. I don't have too much time left. It's got an envelope. Pretty big envelope. I'm 95% sure this is my degree. So that's cool. Don't know yet. I don't want to open on stream. Well, that's education. That's smart people stuff. I get to do fun stuff here. I get to do fun stuff at college too. Don't get wrong. I actually like computer programming. It's actually been a fun degree to get. But I'm pretty sure that is my degree, which is actually early. They said they wouldn't start mailing those out till Monday. Trust me, I've been waiting on that thing since December. If that is truly what that is. It'd be kind of cool to actually see. It's actually kind of cool. I actually got to show that on stream. Well, didn't know I would. I've got a couple. I got 2 certifications before I got my degree. I got those above my desk. But that actually might be my associate's degree, which is kind of nice. But we got about 10 minutes left of the stream. I'm hoping we will have to do another generator because for some reason these guys love to just eat through power for some reason. I don't know what. Oh, we got the laser. Like, what did we just get that would cause so much power drain? A laser would do that. Let's be fair, that is true. Let's actually build a capacitor just right there, just so we have a little more backup power, just in case something like that we were to overextend our power situation, which will probably happen more than once. I'll be honest with you. Holy cow, we already have 3 spin doctors. So that's pretty impressive. Let's actually get one out here just to help cover some of that heat up. You know, if anybody doesn't know what a spin doctor is, essentially, the way I understand spin doctors is that they'll take a news story and take it into a different direction. They'll spin it off into something positive or something that people just don't care about. Things like that. It happens pretty easily. I think I had a headset on. I'm like, that's pretty funny. Let's see what kind of research these guys are going to give us this time. Come on, chalkboard. We got something. We got a door. Well, I think we just need to do the laser. That's pretty simple. And in theory, if we only keep the impact stress analyzer and the laser up, and they'll only look at research stuff that we can only do with those 2. Kind of makes sense. Looks like they're kind of running out of ideas. Training lab, guys. Chalkboards. That's what we need. Come on. Alright, I don't think it's going to happen right this second. So let's leave them to that. No agents of justice out here. The forces of justice, I think that's what they call them. But yeah, it's, you know, 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. I don't remember what the door and the laser get us. Kind of interesting to see that. Let's see how. So we're back to full capacity on our capacitors. Makes sense. Anything else that we can? Ooh, we got some people in the base. Can't have that. Anything over here? Not really, just some smash people. There we go. Power back up. So we should be okay. But really, the laser is something that, or not the laser, the nuclear reactor I think is actually one of the biggest things you can get in this game. Just because these generators are, what, a 3x3? I think the nuclear reactors are only a 2x2. So they fit in a lot smaller area and they generate like twice the power. They're incredible. Although they look nothing like a nuclear reactor. But, you know. Because I guess this game's kind of a... It really is more James Bond-esque than anything else. Like, you know, nothing really looks like what you would think it is. And things like that. I mean, some of these stuff like the generators, things like that. The control consoles. These are kind of just like generic things from like, you know... Look at these. I mean, these control consoles look like they sent Neil Armstrong to the moon. They're that look. They're kind of old looking like that. But hey, if it works, it works. Anything new out here? So our heat's slowly decreasing out here. Let's get another guy out there just to help calm the heat down. We can keep stealing up as high as we can. I don't know how much we can actually steal from a place. I think it's like $20,000 maybe the most. Something like that. So we're out to figure out what we get from the impact or the door thing and the laser. As to what it is, I'm not really sure. I can look at the research screen, but I have to click off and whatever. So it looks like research is going okay. Let's actually build a little bit more in the staff room. Let's get another 2 ping pong tables and another drinking machine. Ooh, we got the impact stress analyzer, which is this. Whoop-de freaking do. We got that for free. Well, we got it for free. We stole it, technically. But hey, that's how it works sometimes. New research from him. Oh, we got something new, but we also have somebody stealing some of our stuff. The chalkboard. Impact stress analyzer, please go. That'll be really useful. And we will probably have to convert all the things we have to that. Colonel Blockhart, take care of those investigators for me, please. Cool. So that should get us our nuclear reactors, which then we can actually pretty much cut this in half. I mean, really, that's how little those things take up. They generate, like, once you get one in there, they're kind of expensive, so that's why we're kind of saving up some money for them. But once you actually save up enough from there, you know, once you get like one in there, you can take out like 3 generators and you're still fine, which is a bit surprising how crap those generators really are later on in the game. I mean, in a pinch, they're not terrible, but, you know. Anything new? Nothing, no agents or anything. Looks like the heat's starting to come down a little bit, which is kind of the idea. We also have one more spin doctor, so we'll be able to send one more out to the world just to keep the heat down off of us. So that is rather nice. There's our guy going out to get our research for our chalkboard, which is amazing. And yeah, I think we've really kind of got the base really kind of flushed out. Kind of happy about it. We got plenty of room still. I think we'll need to expand the training room a little bit more. Probably the laboratory will expand out a little bit more. I might redo the staff room a little bit. Maybe even swap these two and put a bigger staff room here and then put a larger armory here. May not be the worst thing in the world to do. I mean, so we could just extend both of them out. I mean, that would be essentially what we could do. Not really sure though. But really, since we don't have much else to put in them right now, it's probably not we can probably just keep them in the same area. But looks like we did get the last spin doctor done, so let's go ahead and hide these guys. Glad we took a look here. Let's go ahead and get one more spin doctor out there. We can actually Hopefully then not have to worry about it too much. But I think what we'll do is once we get our nuclear reactor, fingers crossed that we actually get the nuclear reactor, which I think if I did everything right, I should have gotten it. We'll put one of them in so they can start nuclearizing the base. And then we'll call it a stream there, and I'll have to try to figure out how to raid somebody. Because I've never done it before. Just never have. But, yeah, it'd be kind of fun. Just so that, I've noticed that usually if, you raid somebody, maybe they'll raid you back. Who knows? But I think, especially if we can find another evil genius streamer, might be kind of fun to go raid them. I'm about to Google Twitch, how to raid somebody. But, that happens. Come on, analyze. Love the wacky noises it makes. It is rather hilarious. Really, this is more like if the Acme company created a spy game with a little bit of dark humor in it. That's Evil Genius. Because there's a lot of cartoonish elements to this game. We'll say that right now. So, yeah, it's not too bad. So this will take maybe another 10 seconds or so. And we'll get our first one built. Well, we'll go ahead and nuke one of the generators. Pun not intended until I realized it was a pun. And so, yeah. Now hit the buttons, and there we go. Nuclear power station done. Let's go ahead and nuke that generator. I need a rim shot. I thought about getting a soundboard for my streams so I can just hit like a rim shot or like a face palm or something like that. I think it'd be hilarious, but so that stuff can kind of expensive though, especially if since I only do it for a hobby, or at least do streaming for a hobby. It's actually only 25 grand, not as bad. You see how much smaller these things are now. So right now we're running about a 95 power. Ooh, we got some cameras there. Let's go ahead and just, well, this will be the laser anyways. So one of them is going to be, probably give us the laser or something not as useful. See how we're doing out here. We did have the Agent of Justice out there. Let's go ahead and back to stealing there. We'll have those guys run out there. We'll go ahead. We'll build the first one. I might then just work on this a little bit off stream. We'll get the rest of it filled out. We'll get some more money stored up. And next stream, so it'd be next Wednesday, we'll be ready to steal some of the Uber loots and try to get the other acts of infamy done for the rest of the technology. I think that'd be the best course of action right now. Seems probable that's probably the easiest way to go. Looks like we got 5 guys running out there. Yeah, I forgot. I couldn't remember how much each briefcase of money could hold. But 5 grand seems like, no, it seems kind of low. But I guess it depends how much. I mean, like a gold bar. If I wanted to go out and buy a gold bar, would it cost me 5 grand? I guess depending on how much gold is, things like that. So, yeah, fair enough. But I do need to keep one of these generators around because I need to figure out to hold on, trying to word here. I do need to get some of these because these actually do get me the centrifuge, which I do need later. Well, I can use that now, but, fair enough. Once we get this last one in here, we'll keep the double door for now. Chalkboard, we'll need the laser. Really what I should do is actually move like the caveman and this scoop and this thing over into the research lab, which I guess we can do now. So yeah, just move these. I will do the, you know what, let's move the caveman first. Because this thing's actually, the peat bog, there's a lot of research that's actually centered around him. And we'll move this one. Because the chameleon cloth, I don't remember what that gives you exactly, but, reasons. But there it is. We're actually up to 130 power now. I could probably go ahead and get rid of 2 of those and not really have to worry about it anymore. Got some more research we can do. You know what? Let's pay. All right, impact stress analyzer. As you can see, we got rid of 2 of them, and we're still over 100 power. So we can do something like that. And really, if I had the ability to, I'll just go ahead and buy the next one. I'm not going to wait on it right this second, but we'll go ahead and get rid of those, and we should still have... Actually, we won't have enough power. Yikes. But you know what? That's okay. We're getting our nuclear reactor. Everything's still going. So let's go ahead and hit save through. We'll go ahead and save it here, guys. I'll go ahead and I'll pop out to the main camera. I'll figure out how to raid somebody. So let's go ahead and do that first. Pop out to the main camera. Let's figure out how to raid somebody. Never done this before. So it's been a year. It was a year yesterday that I actually started streaming here on Twitch. And I've never raided anybody. So let's figure out how to do that. Let's see here. Go to Google. Twitch, how to raid someone. So if you guys are still watching, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, guys. I'll kind of go through my spiel before I send you off to somebody else. So first thing, I'll I'm reading through here. I'm kind of so thank you guys for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are new here, the best way to actually keep up with me is just leaving a follow. It's the best way to support me right now. It's neat. So I do stream 2 times a week, every Wednesday and Friday, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I usually stream about 3 hours a day, or 3 hours each time. Right now, through the month of March, we've been playing Evil Genius 1 to get us ready for Evil Genius 2. I'm getting excited for that already. It's actually been a year yesterday since I started streaming, so it's been really fun so far. You saw the video at the beginning, and I do appreciate everybody who's been along for the ride. And if you're new here, thanks for joining us anyways. I really do appreciate that, and hopefully you can be here for another year for us. I think that is it. So next Wednesday, we'll be back for some more Evil Genius. We'll start stealing some of those Uber loots. Now, you might be a little patient with me because first time raider right here. Any pirate said that? It's like, excuse me, I know I'm looting and pillaging your village, but hey, first time doing this. See if there's any other Evil Genius people out here. Let's see, look here. Besides me, there's one doing 500. You know what? RawX, RAWX. Let's raid him. Let's give him a little surprise. Looks like he's got about 21 people, so let's do the /raid. And I'm gonna send you over to RawX, guys. So once again, guys, thanks for joining me today. Enjoy some RawX for some more Evil Genius, guys. I will see you guys back here on Wednesday, so hopefully that works. Well, it looks like we're at one person sitting over there, so enjoy, guys. Have a great time. Hopefully you guys enjoy that stream.